Hey guys, the birds are enjoying the aviary as usual. They're really enjoying that space. Today I wanted to talk about our pet crow Peach. Like a little bit of the history about him, so let's go in there and get a closer look of him. So there's Peach. Up close and personal. There he is. He really loves the aviary too. And there's Maple on the left. But today we're going to talk about Peach. Yeah, we rescued Peach in 2015. That's over 6 years ago now. It was end of May, early June of 2015. He was at the bottom of a tree, and he either got kicked out or he fell out of the nest. Yeah, it's Peach's story. They get along good, but they like their space too. Anyways, Peach wasn't a fledgling. Some people say that oh, you should have left him alone. He was a fledgling, and they're always like that. But no, he was out of the nest way too early. I'll put a clip of that in right now. So you could see he was in no shape to be out of the nest yet. And once they're out of the nest like that, the parents aren't going to put them back in. And people have tried to put them back in the nest, and it very rarely works. Like it can work, but there's a lot of failure with that too. So you don't know the reason. Maybe they didn't have enough food for all the birds the chicks to feed, so they couldn't feed them all. Or maybe he had some kind of disability or something. The nature can tell, and they make room for the strong survive, right? Survival of the fittest. So anyways, we brought him back home. He was a big journey. We went like 600 kilometers. We brought him back home. And our intentions were at the time to nurture him, let him get a little stronger, and then we'd release him. But that's Pie or Magpie talking. He's saying Peach. Yeah, we have videos on the channel of all the birds and of Pie talking too, so we'll let him chat in the background if he wants. I don't want to discourage him. But here's Peach. Here's the bird he's talking about. So Peach, he's over 6 years old now. He'll be 6.5 pretty soon. So anyways, we were going to release him, but we thought, how do we release him? Just open the cage and let him go? We were in the city. Then someone told me about the wildlife rescue in the city, that you could take him there and they can release him with other birds. They have a certain area where they release them. So we thought, okay, we were getting attached to him, but we thought, no, we'd like to get him back into the wild. So after we took him to the wildlife rescue, we went to visit him after a little while, and the director there said that he wasn't getting along with the other crows, and it was raining one time, and they were all huddled under a shelter, and little Peach was out in the rain. And he just didn't get along with him. He didn't want nothing to do with him. So we went to see him, and I'll show you that clip. He came right over to Kulika, my wife. So isn't that something, guys? So we said, what was going on? And the director said that he likely was imprinted on you already. And when imprinting happens, it gets too late to release. Like you have to, you have to think about, can you release a bird like that? Because you're his family, you're his flock. He doesn't know any better because he grew up with you. There's a stage there in their life that they get used to you. So yeah, so we decided to take Peach home. Bring him back home. So yeah, the director said if you're willing to put in the time and care for him, it's a big commitment, he's yours for life, then she gave her blessings and said, take him with you. So we did, and my wife in the beginning has done everything for Peach. She would clean him and feed him and and give him exercise and do all kinds of things. Like we really love Peach, and we did the best for him. And then we got a bigger environment for him. Like since we lived in the city, we were kind of limited, so we got him a nice size aviary for himself, and he enjoyed that. And then we got him a bigger cage in the house, because you got to remember, guys, he was imprinted, and he still is. And if you look that up, Google it. Google what an imprinted bird means. So it's not to say, like some people say, oh, open the door, let him go. Like, you should release him. He's not meant to be like that. Well, in his case, this is the way it is. Look at that. He's a beautiful bird. He can fly. He can fly perfectly. But if you release an imprinted bird, they don't have the life skills. And we're his flock. So if he gets mixed with the wrong crowd, like anyone would, they could harm him. So, and we have other birds here. I'll put links to other videos, like you're wondering what about these other birds. They have their own stories too, but we're talking about Peach today. So he's been to the vet, like he's been a DNA test to determine he's male, and he's got a health record with the university, like the vet clinic. They know all about him. And in our area, it's not illegal to have these in captivity. Crows and magpies. So we're not doing anything wrong. Like some people, like I said, they think it's wrong, but that's your opinion, you know. We love these birds. We do the best. We research. We take advice from professionals. And now we have a big aviary in the country. We moved out into the country. We have an 80-acre farm, and we gave them a lot more space. And what we want to do eventually is build a big permanent aviary for all these lovely birds. So yeah, he's got his back to me now, but you can see his nice, the feather condition. He's molting too, like he's a little bald on his head. Like they once a year they totally change their feathers. Look at that, guys. Beautiful Peach, yeah. So guys, I'm going to end the video. I just want to do another story about our pet crow Peach, and there'll be links below. Check those out. And think about subscribing if you're new here. And leave a comment if you have a question. If you don't understand something, ask away. Look at this. There's no harm in that. There's no one's injuring no one here. That's just that Maple wants to get in close because she sees that I'm giving attention to Peach. They like attention. They're very social birds. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Peach, you gonna take a look at the camera? Peach, Peach.